Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Just getting everything in a good frame for you guys. Think we got it. Bless your space, bless your energy. Now, where is mine? There it is. All right. Listen, Taurus. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Your energy. I can't say it was heavy or light, but it was very, very busy. Busier than most the last few meditations. And to say that you waited till the end to come through, I'm shocked at how much came up. Okay. First, good morning, Taurus. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Goddess Divine Reflections. Around here, I don't force a message, I follow it. Okay. And Spirit sets the agenda. I just simply listen and share it with you guys. These are our monthly general readings, so we're open to whatever Spirit wants to discuss. That's love, relationships, money, career, health, family, spirituality, or anything else that comes through. Okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Throughout the month, we'll also be back weekly with each sign's love and relationships and our partnerships, because it doesn't have to be strictly based on love, money and our career, wealth. So any area that may be connected to those areas that might touch in the generals will go more in depth during the week. And then whatever is left over, if there are any particular signs that came through before the month ends, that this message just needs to get here before August is over and before September starts, I'll come back at that final week and give you spiritual guidance with that weekly for those signs that pop up. All right. And around the middle of every month, we're going to start going live for like a community night. We used to do them back in the day. They were specific to love, but hey, we don't know yet. We'll see what comes up. I'll answer a handful of questions. Basically, if you drop your question in the chat before we end the reading or end the live collective session, I will go back through and read for all those people. You will just have to come back. I'm not time stamping, but you can definitely, I will unlink them at some point and you can come back and ask for the link if you were there and you had to leave. All right. So, and if anytime during these lives I see your comment or you comment a question and I have time at the end, I'll do my best to acknowledge it and or try to pull you a card or two. Okay. So make sure your notifications are on or turned on so you don't miss it. Now, Taurus, before I even touched these cards, it was like a lot. Okay. First, headaches. Headaches, migraines specifically. Head pressure, neck pressure, eye pressure, visual issues potentially. Something kept emphasizing pressure. Okay. Then watch it. You don't hit your head. Um, I don't know if there's some Tauruses that play sports. Concussions weren't big. That could be significant to certain people, but that's not to say you can't get a concussion another way. But just be cautious of hitting your head. That came through more than once. All right. Now, not trying to scare anybody. Just be mindful. I did see clumsiness, klutz moments. All right. Prayer. As I sat here, my own headache started easing up while I started to pray and meditate. So prayer was very, very huge. That immediately shifted me to you have to pray. If you already have a prayer life, lean into it. If you don't, find somebody, then another word came through, intercessor. All right? Not somebody taking sides, not somebody arguing your case, someone who can stand in the gap, pray with you, speak life into the situation. And then it was about communication because there appeared to be this scenario that may involve another someone, and y'all, either you or somebody around you is long-winded or needing to get your point across. Like, please land the plane, right? Somebody just keeps talking, talking, talking. That alone could be giving somebody a headache, right? Then somebody's arguing. But Taurus, you don't really seem interested. You're acknowledging them, but mostly with facial expressions, little comments, gestures like, yeah, all right, more or less. You're not fighting them. You're just not buying into whatever they're selling. Now, physical appearance wise, this came up and it was so hilarious how it did. Out of nowhere. Sir Mix-a-Lot. I like big butts and I can't not lie. So I don't know if that's your preference. Then immediately the energy shifted like, I got a big dick and I cannot lie. Excuse me, guys. I know it's early in the morning, but I already told y'all if you're new here, this is not PG-13. It's definitely gonna get rated a lot of times, and I give it how spirit gives it to me. Now, did that person say that? No, or not specifically, but that's exactly what the word was changed to. So I think there's this either preference, of course, but also I think there is this energy around you're well endowed. You are well endowed, and it's on the table this month. So in the month of August, there could be some people even getting enhancements. I even was where I'm like, there are dick enhancements. They said there are. I'm sorry, I wasn't tapped into that side of life. All right. Okay, but enhancements can look like uh, pill assistance. Be cautious of that. This could be, I don't know. Can you exercise? Listen, y'all don't start because y'all could come here being a little extra sometimes. All right, so let's get through these meditations because y'all had quite a few more. But somebody is clearly confident, whether that's masculine energy, feminine energy. Somebody is proud of what they naturally have, or somebody is celebrating their body. So cosmetic work did come through. Not specifically the breast, but that doesn't leave that out. It's not specifically anything. It could be hair extensions. But someone is excited about getting work done, and it could be, like I said, your teeth, cosmetic, for sure. Now, a frog was symbolic. That's it. I don't know if that's a nickname, animal. I don't have no clue. We're gonna leave it like that and see what the cards say. Okay. Now, getting close. Something about getting closer or needing distance. I couldn't tell which. If you need the distance or you need the closeness. But one of those situations where the cards need to explain whether you're moving towards something or wisely backing away. Now, your final download, so we can get these cards because they're almost all out. Taking up somebody's time. That phrase kept coming through. Then again, watch your head, please. So I don't know which one was significant. So more significant, but they both came up. All right, Taurus. Let's see how the cards clarify those messages. We have companionship and power. Ooh. 1 and 16 and 7 are going to be huge. I need to put these cards over here. I don't know why I didn't do that. Tauruses, you have 2 oracles this month. Power and companionship. Companionship attempted to come out first. Power, however, was on from the reading side, the left. So I'm going to go with that one. And it's number 1. So, and that could be the controlling factor. That's what just came up, like power over the relationship or companionship. But let's see. Power, number 1, is significant with Marie Laveau on the card. And it is saying, Marie Laveau was the epitome of power and grace within the community of New Orleans. Not only was she known as an astute businesswoman, but she was also the go-to person for the spiritual remedies of everyday life. If you have drawn this card, you have been called to embrace all aspects of yourself and to rise to every occasion with confidence. Confidence comes back up again. You are so much more than the mundane daily tasks that often bog you down. New opportunities will help you explore the different ways you can express yourself and feel more fulfilled. Mm, that's beautiful. So it don't always have to be a bad thing. Power could be very amazing if applied right. So let's go on to companionship and see how those may come together or if they're separate. So Companionship is saying many times when we think of companionship, we immediately think of romantic connections, and I did. So, however, quite often the most fulfilling and enjoyable relationships that we experience are through platonic connections. At this time, you will find a healing energy through companionship with others. Allow yourself to create and experience new ways to connect with people. Perhaps joining a group of like minded people to enjoy activities such as yoga, painting, dancing, or traveling would be a good place to start out. Healing through the sharing of non romantic love can come in many forms. It's time to be open to all the ways that loving companionship can come into your life. I also got book club. It kept trying to interrupt and say, "Tell them book club, tell them book club, book club." Okay, book club. So we must have readers. hmm Big interest in reading. All right, so let's jump into your cards because they started, and I am just sitting here like, okay, let me not get too confused because they were being thrown out. So you start with the Hermit, and I'm not shocked or surprised because the Hermit is different than what the Oracle is telling you. So Hermit is that alone time, that self-reflection, that sitting with self, detachment. This is introspection, withdrawal, contemplation, isolation. You can gain wisdom here, but if you sit here too long, that's when the withdrawal and negatives can come out of it. Isolation, more or less. But this is also searching and knowledge from within. Now, what could be crossing that or supporting is the Knight of Wands, which is an energy around um, action because it's a Wands card, but also courage, uh, someone with a fiery personality, someone that is has an egocentric, mannerism about themselves. They are a hero. They could be charming. They can be hot tempered, and they can be a player, and they can be rebellious too. So I don't know why this would be a support card to the Hermit, unless this is a friend or a companion. But this is, I would say, blocking you or asking you to come out. So in a sense, it's a support because it's asking you to come out and maybe pull in some of this energy, not necessarily all of it. Don't do too much. Don't become the rebellion, um, egotistical person that Taurus can tend to become in their negative light. But it is saying this confidence is exuded with the Knight of Wands. All right. So this is you, but we'll look at other people towards the end because you already have two people showing up. Now, companionship, like they said, this is not about relationships. This is more about friends. Period. Male, woman. I mean, male, female. We'll get to that part because we want when I talk about relationships, especially in the weeklies to come, to touch on every area: business, friends, enemies, frenemies, all of that. Okay. Now, in the past, you have the Sun card. This is happiness, rebirth, love, fulfillment, achievement, success, clarity, reveal. So there was something that came to light. Maybe something um it was you were happy when it came to relationships. You were successful. You were achieving. So I don't know if this is in certain areas and not in companionship, but in the most recent past, still success, still victory, still winning, still coming up on top. So I feel like you've been just with two wands cards here and two majors, been looking at nothing but work. I know Tauruses are workaholics. They can be very much so. So much so that they don't go out and have uh, playtime and vacation or spend time with their friends and family. So this could be calling you in the month of August to do just that. Take some kind of free time, use that vacation you got building up. I don't know if you are on one of those jobs where you use or lose it, but don't wait until it's saying don't wait until the holidays. Go ahead and get you some sun. Look at the sun. You had it in the past. Look at all this dullness now. It's dark. This is the summer. What are you doing? You got to be inside. So, if your job is one that keeps you like where you don't have like windows or no light, or you work at night, that's what I see. Mm, yeah, you definitely need to get outside. I saw um when they raise your like when you raise up your pants leg or You're two different tones. You have your winter skin, is what they said. That's funny as hell. Okay, out of your mind, I mean, not out of your mind, you might be. On your mind is the King of Wands. You're looking to get a promotion. You working, okay, I see why you've been putting in the long hours. This is a leader. This is taking control. This is being bold, making bold decisions. So maybe you've already obtained this position, or you're in the runnings to have it, or get like this promotion. A specific. This position is huge, whatever it is. But it's also optimism, ladies' man taking the lead in love, right? Because we're not going to leave out love and relationships as well. You do want to get out and play. You do want to get out and date for my singles and my couples. So even with relationships, if you're in one, it's like if this is the two couples, you are always working in at home, and they do. Excuse me, I'm making my water. And they go out and they have fun, but you're not doing nothing. Now we'll go a little deeper in that because there may be some tension there with the fact that they do still have rebel connected to the other energy, and you pick what resonates, leave what isn't. If you're the person who's going out and they're the person inside, there's this energy around people thinking that you are playing a little too much. All right. So going forward, you have the King of Cups. You got a lot. No, you don't have a lot of kings, but you got a lot of men. And this doesn't. It's not significant. Like if you're a man, these are a whole bunch of men around you. Could be, but this is masculine energy. So this could be all you are around are the men at work. You're not out. You're not with your significant other. You're not getting that feminine energy because you're just working. But this King of Cups is balance. Your energy needs to be rebalanced, more or less. But this is also balance between head and heart. Devotion, advisor, generous control, emotional balance. So I move feeling there's an opportunity moving forward to get rebalanced in this relationship, partnership, whatever it is. But I always apply it to self first. You're out of balance. Like I said in the beginning, you need some sun. You got your wintertime skin. You need to before there isn't any, okay? Because they're talking about this crazy winter time. You know they play with the weather. You guys know they play with the weather. So take advantage of going out, traveling, because for those who can, because I got that. But I don't see struggle on these cards at all. Like I said, you've been winning. That's past energy and recent past energy. Right now, you're sitting on it. And maybe you're just trying to save and wait for a rainy day, but is that what you want to spend your money on? Just the rainy day? Or you want to be able to um, appreciate what you work for? So this could be as simple as going out for the weekend. This could be as simple as treating yourself to something. You have been holding back, some of you, okay? But then in the other areas, there's going to be this, like somebody's looking for a promotion. Somebody's on the job, having to put in these long hours, and all you have time for when you get home is to sleep and shower, or however, whatever order you do it in. But that's it. And Spirit is saying, don't let your job kill you. Okay? So, I mean, you're gonna leave all this money behind and all this stuff behind for who? Your children? Your other? That's my dog, you guys. Nola, get off the table. You go scratch yourself. Go that way, child. She has to be right up under me. My table's behind me. So enjoy yourselves some kind of way. But get out of the you don't have it's nothing but dark here. But you have been thinking about it. It's on your mind. So let's see how you are perceiving the month of August yourself. You are gonna move a movement of transition, abandonment, leaving behind. I hope some of you not walking away from a job because to be up for a promotion and then leave, that's wild. That's really wild. So I don't know if that's someone's specific story, but walking away from something, letting go of something, emptiness, detachment, unhappiness, whatever is not making you happy. So if it is a job, I mean, it's on your mind, but this could be very well other areas of your life. That may be why you're putting all the attention and energy into working. You don't care about nothing else right now. Not even yourself? I don't know that's specific. I don't think so. But this is transitioning maybe out of this energy. Maybe you the listen, you could be very, very wealthy and not even look like you. You know, there's a very big saying. And I don't think that you need to or require it, but I really do believe there are some things that could be, how do they say, updated? I don't know if this is your car. Um, I don't know. It's not a car. Something needs to be updated. But we've seen earlier that there are some cosmetic desires. So this could be just your hair changed, um, your look, your style. Yeah, I got style for sure. It's out of date. This is specific. This is not for everybody, but somebody's style is out of date. You need to update it. Okay. Now the Ace of Swords is how everybody else around you this month is looking at this scenario. Ace of Swords is seeing the truth, clarity. This is a breakthrough, getting new ideas. This is even discussing it with someone in particular. This is facing your problems. This is honesty and communication. You're going to have a friend that come to you and say, look, homie, it's time. You are rough. Or, sister girl, look, I'm going to pay for this trip. Just come. Just come. And I mean to the point where they just like, you can bring all your things you're going to wear, and they're like, nope, I bought your bathing suit. You're not wearing that on the beach. Because you need it that bad. And it's just, wow, who are you? Which? And so, a hope, wish, or dream is the death card, transformation, ending, letting go. But this is going to be a fear for a lot of you, because if this is a work scenario or situation, I think that it is very fruitful. And to leave it behind, that's where you're struggling, because you got to replace it with something comparable. Like, why would you leave it for? Where am I going? To what? To who? And that could be what this is, a who. Your significant other could be suggesting it. Now, I don't know if you're the breadwinner and they're telling this to you, and they can't, and you don't feel like they could probably hold you to up for the time that you would take a break. So you're not thinking about a break at all. But this is some type of release. But it's a positive major change. Okay. So pray, get the guidance, get the clarity, get that friend who's willing to help you, end it. But this is also death to self. There is a you that needs to end, a part of you that needs to end. So I'm gonna get back to people, because I do see a lot of people. One, two, three, four, five, already up there. Six. This is, I think, the most I've really seen in the reading this month. Seven. Yep, it's about love. It's got relationship on it, because the Knight of Cups is the ending, the outcome. Yep. But we'll see how that plays out. But I like to read every other area first, like the work, self, home. I don't see any focus on home. I think that home is fine. Um, like, meaning like bills. Again, financially you are right. There are no money cards here. It's all work. There are one, two, three wands, one, two, three cups. Yeah, it's emotionally um connected. So if it's not about work, it is about a relationship of some sort. It don't always have to be love, but love is a factor. So in closing, you are, or someone around you is a hopeless romantic. They're very charming, they're very graceful. They're peaceful. They are calm. They are a gentleman or gentlewoman, because I don't like to leave this to a specific man or male energy, because it does say gentleman. But it's attraction, unrealistic expectation of love. So, and the most, if you're single, at some point in August, but I would believe and bet anything by the end, you'll meet someone like this if you haven't. But again, remember we said this is not always about love. So this companion, this friend, this peaceful, calm person, maybe you for the longest time haven't been able to find a genuine friend. I mean, I don't know if you've had issues in the past and you've had to kind of go into this detached energy and not really hang with too many of your original friends, is what I'm getting. Original. But you have the opportunity for some new companionship. But you have to get out there. You have to put yourself out there. What is it you're interested in? Like I said earlier, book club was heavy. But go sit at a coffee shop with your own book, because I get it if it's not about you with other people more than just maybe one, right? Companionship. This may just you may just want you may have moved to a new city or live in a new area where all your friends don't live, and this is where that I need that companion. Okay, one-on-one relationship, someone who can say, hey girl, get out there and do something, or dude, you've been inside too much. Like, you don't have that right now. All right, now when it comes to people, we, like I said, have 7 people showed up. So to say you don't have no one right now is wild. Okay, so the someone you are looking for or maybe desiring, and this could very well be your significant other, if you're in a relationship, they feel like they've lost you to your career or your job, your work. That's the first thing I'm seeing for the couples. You are all work, no play, no romance, no nothing but business. And they could have met you on the business front. This could have been a relationship started from your job or your career. I don't know if y'all are in partnership. I don't know that part because that's not, I don't see any tools on here at all. So you may have well just met on the job. I don't know if you guys still work together, but you are so much more focused. I can see you like a boss or someone. Maybe you may have not been their boss when you guys first started dating or were in this relationship, but now if you guys still do work together, you are in a higher position. So your responsibilities are different. You are, like I said, putting in more time. You may be up for a promotion. So at the end of the day, when it's coming to people, if you are in a relationship, there is challenges with work versus love. If you are single and are dating, I'm gonna talk to my dating first. You got a lot of people you've been dating and juggling, baby. Even people from the past. You do have an opportunity in this dating scene to pick the right one too. And I think you will. But you do also have the opportunity to pick the wrong one because of how many people are in this story. So I think you need guidance on that side, right? I think that's what it is. And do you have the right people? And so again, all these people don't have to be suitors or prospects. This can be your friends you have now, and you don't feel that they're giving you the best advice about this significant other. And you need to go outside to someone who don't have, what was that word I was thinking of before? Uh, Ulterior motives, but not really that, but just a common interest and know both of you already, like a counselor. I know that's a little bit not so culturally accepted still yet, especially when it comes to relationships. But I think that if you can get someone that is indirectly connected to you too, to give you insight, there can be some progress. And again, there still could be some choices, more than one, more than two, if it's choices. But if it's not choices, it's you're just trying to choose about this one person. And these are people around you, friends, family members giving you advice. So it is a Virgo to start, but this could simply be energies in your space, in your houses that you need to deal with during this time, especially during Saturn retrograde. Okay. Now, what that addresses, we'll talk about later, or you can go and look it up and see how it applies to Taurus. But the Hermit is a Virgo energy. The Knight of Wands is a Sagittarius. They are either crossing or supporting each other. So honestly, it's more of a force or a push. So, but a push and a force don't always have to be a bad thing. It can definitely be a support. Like get out there if you're talking about self. Now, even with people, if it's someone else outside of you, it don't have to be bad until it becomes physical and uh disrespectful. Let me say that. Okay? So that's when I'll say the Hermit and the Knight of Wands is like, hold on, that's a bit too much. That's aggression. But then you have the Sun in your past, which is a Leo, and then the King of Wands, which is a Leo on your mind. What's that about? Mm? Because I don't know if this person is coming back or have been around, but it does seem like you have now, if the Leo is a person that you have been thinking about, they're not around in the present. Okay. But you're trying to call them back with your manifestations if you're thinking about them. Now, the King of Cups is potentially going forward in the future energy, and this is a Cancer sign. And then you have Scorpio with the Death card and Pisces. You got all the water signs. Taurus, I wouldn't doubt anything if it wasn't a water sign because the Knight of Cups is the outcome, and that's the Pisces. But I wouldn't stick it strictly on Pisces because all your future is water. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The Cancer was what came through first. And Cancer was an energy I was sitting in and struggling with in your meditations because they kept kind of like wanting to sit in. But I was like, okay, am I talking to Cancer or am I talking to Taurus? And it's like Cancer wanted to sit in and kind of look at your story. And it's not coincidental, they're next. So they're cross watching a Cancer. So I would bet my money that Cancer would be in my number one decision. Second would be a Pisces. Third would be a Leo, potentially, in this story. And it could be all three. I don't know if you're a player from the Himalayas and the Knight of Wands is you, but we'll get more into that in the love sector because I've been light on Taurus, making it seem like you're the victim. No, because this could definitely be you, the player, you, the one out, and they're the one in. Your significant other is the one that's the breadwinner, and you're doing all the partying. All right? This story could definitely be flipped and it turned totally different. And this sun, this Leo, this energy of happiness in the past, though, it's in your mind. You're trying to take that back. You're trying to take control. And it looks like you're going to get it, even if you have to leave this relationship. So this looks like some player energy, but from your side. All right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But again, it could be your significant other doing this if you're in a relationship. If you're not and you're single and you're dating, be cautious. You can come into cahoots with a player and you have a decision and and this is more than one person you're dating then, okay? And you have a decision and you want to choose the right one, not the player. But they both kind of look alike. They are water signs. It's this Cancer, Pisces, or Leo. I don't know. Could be all three. Or you could be even wanting to go back to your ex. That kind of looks like some things because he's from the past, and you look at that and connect that with happiness and success. That was just gloomy. I mean, that was just bright and, like I said, brought you peace and clarity. And who you're with now, kind of on the dark side. Okay, and that could mean many things. They're dark complected. They like to sit in the dark. They work at night. It's so many things could come from that, but we'll dive more into that when we look at the love readings in the upcoming weeks. Okay, so let's pull your love card in conclusion and close out your read because you definitely look at you. Yeah, if you don't want to talk about love, the people around you do. Boo. Playfulness. Oh, you're playing around. A lot of you are right now. The dark could be the nightlife. Don't get it twisted. You might come out at night, and you know what they say come out at night. All right. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So somebody's gloomy. I don't know if this is like I said, the couples that are losing their spark because of the significant other don't want to go out, but you're still doing you, or vice versa. But somebody's gonna lose somebody so they can get back to their playful energy, their companionship, their success, their happiness, and rightfully so. Why would you want to be with somebody who don't want to do anything anytime? And if that's you, Taurus, you got to get it together. And I feel like you will, but I feel like it's also motivated around the perfect support system, friends, you know, those who you mingle with, and then you can call in that person. Okay. So that is your reading for the month of August 2026. Again, I'll see you guys in the upcoming weeklies. Love and light. I'll see you guys next video.